Hi everyone. I've got a little bit of a confession to make. So I'm a bit of a multitasking tragic. So even now I'm sort of walking and talking. So I'm going to find a spot for me to sit down while my dog climbs on me. So I tend to try to do a lot at once, and I'm not sure if it's maybe because I'm a mum that tries to get everything done while the kids are doing things, and often it's to do with when you're particularly in the kitchen making meals, whether it's myself or my husband. It's kid talking, cooking, getting setting tables, unloading dishwasher. We're trying to do 10 things at once, and it's often kids knocking things over and so on. And I think because as well that if you've got kids, they tend to they tend to take a lot of bandwidth, right? So I've gotten into this bad habit of multitasking and trying to do lots of things at once. And I used to when I first started working from home, I used to have my laptop on my bicycle, because I had a road bike, so it had the flat bars, and I used to have my laptop there, cycle at once. And I have this, I think it's a certain mindset where we think that we don't have enough time, right? And technology in its ironically has allowed us to do so much, which is meant to make us sort of have more time. It actually means that we try to do so much more at once. And this is what I've found, particularly with working and doing a lot of calls, Zoom calls and things like that. Because we've got Zoom calls, we're more likely to be distracted. And this is just, this might just be me, but I'm sure it's not, that we've got Zoom calls and then we've got, Skype or Slack or other messenger things that are popping up, and you're sort of going, ooh, pop up, emails pop up, and WhatsApp, or a whole lot of things. And we're so distracted, and our sensory, whatever neurons are just going at 100 miles an hour. And this is where the confession is, because what I do find is that it makes me distracted when I should be listening, particularly into calls and particularly on Zoom calls as well. And what actually happened, and this is sort of a call that I had today, and it was such a stark reminder that we often don't listen, and we often are not in the present moment when we're speaking to people. And this is a situation where it was a call, it was a Zoom call. However, I found myself, I had, with the other person on the call, he didn't have his video on, and I'll just call him Bill. Bill has a disability and has a speech impediment. So if you're not listening properly and if you're not listening well, it is actually quite difficult to pick up some of his words. And we take this for granted because we know we speak freely and comfortably, and we sort of think, okay, I do this where I sort of fill in the gaps. I go, all right, we're having a conversation, I'm sort of a bit distracted by something, but we come back to it easily. But I found that I had to make sure that I wasn't distracted visually, and I had to a certain extent close my eyes so that I could hear him clearly and that I could understand what he was talking about. And this, whether it was Bill or with someone else, should be the same thing that we do with every person. And again, I know for me it's a bad habit and one that needs to be broken, because in every situation that we're in, we should, and particularly if we're having conversations with people, we need to be focusing so we can listen and we can hear what they're saying. And it was probably one of the most productive calls I've had, well, at least for today, where I was able to really absorb what his challenges were. I was able to absorb and ask the right sort of questions so that it would unravel more of the concerns and challenges that he was experiencing, and excuse the barky dog, and work out, and work out from there to take away the conversation and work on a solution. So if we don't listen and we don't hear what people are saying, we can't work out what the problem is, and we can't work out a solution. So my question is, well, for one thing, it was a stark reminder that I really need to focus, whoever I'm talking to, and it's respectful as well. It's being respectful to people, and I need to be pulled up on it. So that's my, me pulling myself up, and I'll ask my team to do the same for me. But I'm keen to know what you do to help yourself keep focused and not be distracted in your daily communications and in your work. Because the truth is, the less we do and the more focused we are, the more we achieve. So don't do as I say, don't do as I do as I say. But this is definitely something, again, a really stark reminder for myself that I've got to do less to be able to achieve more. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. Talk to you later. Bye.